this was brought up to me yesterday, because I guess LeBron did an interview, and he was saying that because they were talking about who the greatest athlete of all time is, not like basketball player, but just athlete.
Yeah.
So he pretty much said Tom Brady cannot be the greatest athlete because
His job is like the least to do.
it's offense. He doesn't do defense and offense.
That makes sense.
But this is the argument I was going to make.
Go ahead.
This is the argument I made. Yeah, LeBron plays both offense and defense really well. Great all-around player, right? But he's thinking about it from a physical standpoint. Tom Brady doesn't physically affect the defense as in playing on defense, mostly offense. But you look at it from the mental side.
He keeps him off the field.
Not only that, think about this. Say the record, or not the record, but the odds are that Dallas and New England get to the Super Bowl. So I'm willing to wager that when you get Jason Garrett in an interview talking about the Patriots, the one thing he's going to say is, what are we going to have to do in order to win the game? And I promise you he's going to say time of possession.
Yep,
he's going to say we have to hold the ball, keep it away from Brady. And, of course, that changes how the defense
the whole
is looking
dynamic.
at it too. So, yeah, so what I'm saying, and just, real quick, is that Tom Brady not only affects what the defense is doing, but he affects what the fucking other offense is going to do. You know what I mean? Like, he affects
how long they have the ball.
Yeah, he affects so much. You know what I mean? So James, he was just thinking about it in just a physical standpoint. But just to ask you quick, who do you think the greatest athlete of all time is?
The greatest athlete. The greatest athlete of all time. Like of any sport?
Yeah, just athlete.
Let me see. Athlete. Bruce Jenner. Just kidding. Just kidding. Man, that's a good question. Because that's a lot of sports. Like the greatest athlete of all time. Man, to be honest, I don't even know if I'm gonna say football. Like it might be football, but no one is like, because once you start thinking athlete, I start thinking boxing too. And like that's offense and defense and fighting. And like, man, let me see. Greatest athlete. God damn it, that's a good question.
It's tough.
It is. There's so many athletes that like if I say one, I'm gonna think of another and like be mad that I said that one. Because then you also got to think which of these athletes from these sports also make it to the Olympics, because those go best of the best. You know? And then I don't know, man. I God, like current athlete, present athlete that's still doing stuff.
That'll make you easier.
Yeah, if it'll make it easier. Or no, well, I guess of all time, that's still, God dang it, man. I'd probably say Julio Cesar Chavez. Shit, what did he go, like 92-0?
Oh, we had to talk about that though, man.
I think we did.
I got no respect for Julio.
You ain't got no respect for him. So let me see.
No, but I mean that's a good pick too, though, because he does have the championships. He has
records,
all the he has a lot of records.
No losses, and that's in a.
No, he has some losses.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, towards the end.
Okay.
Well,
never mind.
If you want to talk about prime, and not really take into account the end of his career, just because some fighters just fight longer than they should.
Yeah, like
you know what I
they
mean?
just
Then
fight way too long. Like Ben Roethlisberger should have retired a long time ago. Brett Favre, them niggas old as hell. Like when you start getting gray hairs, you're retired, bro.
Yeah.
When you got millions and upon millions, just start investing in that and turn it into more millions. Man, I forgot who was that football player who said that he basically has still not touched his football money and he's just been living off his investment money.
Chad Johnson.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so he's like, man, I invested basically all his money and doubled it, and that just shows, you give me some money, I will flip that shit and turn it into gajillions of dollars. Like,
yeah,
and then I'm gonna keep a fun bank account. Like, this is my fun money right here, and then I'm gonna go make that money. Because like the thing is, God, and I might get off topic a little bit, off sports a little bit, but man, like once you train and be so good at something that you're at, like anything, it don't even have to be sports, and like you literally get so good, you get paid to do what you enjoy to do, and then like you can use that money, invest, make more money, and just chill. Like you literally just beat the system, like the whole capitalist, I'm gonna freaking own your soul for the rest of your life until you retire and die, like that system. Like, and that's a beautiful thing, like that. And that's why I really like watching sports. It's not even about the whole masculine, like type of I'm better than you type of thing. It's just dudes getting paid to do what they love.
Yeah.
And that's all they know. That's all they do. And like, what's not beautiful about that, you know? And I literally appreciate that in any sport. Like if I see that dudes rapping, but like if it's trash rap, like it's different. But like
this is complete garbage.
Yeah, that's just complete. Yeah, nah, I don't respect that.
Yeah.
But like if it's dudes doing their craft, getting paid for it, being genuine, doing what they do at, you know, the best of what they do, you know, and that's why I can shout out LeBron James, because I mean the dude averaged a triple-double in the freaking finals. No one's ever done that before. And then like you also get, you know, just dudes doing, like I said, what they love. And but you know, he still didn't win, but you mean
he didn't cry this time, no?
Yeah, exactly. He's just like, man, fuck my team right now, like, because they almost got swept. They almost got swept,
dude. If he leaves Cleveland, because he's a free agent this year, coming up. If he leaves Cleveland, it's over. Nobody's ever gonna respect LeBron ever again. I promise you, it's over. But back to like the greatest athlete of all time. This is how I thought about it. Okay, so basically, I looked at it like you said, the Olympics. So if you run it down, who has the most Olympic gold medals? It's like Michael Phelps and Usain Bolt.
I was thinking of Michael Phelps.
You know,
I actually, Michael Phelps came to mind.
And I was like, I mean, if you really want to think about it, like gold medals, just because it is against the best of the best of the best.
Exactly, in the world.
Yeah, in the world. So,
and not just highly paid players, but like world athletes.
Yeah. So I was thinking, I was like, well, Usain Bolt is dominant, but Michael Phelps in his sport is a lot more dominant.
Exactly. Like you put fucking Usain Bolt in the fucking water, what's that nigga gonna do? Fucking drown.
And then I also brought in another player, an actual football player that I thought that could be in the conversation for greatest athlete.
Who's that?
It's Deion Sanders.
Oh, Deion Sanders.
And the reason I say Deion is because pretty much the way LeBron tried to make it sound is like no football player could be the greatest athlete of all time because they all play, you know, on either offense or defense. So I was like, okay, let's take LeBron's logic. Not only did Deion Sanders play offense, defense, and special teams effectively, he had, you know, before Devin Hester came, he had the most kick returns for touchdowns, you know, all together, and then most interceptions, and then he also had offensive touchdowns toward later career in Dallas. He was a receiver. He played receiver for him. So he affected all phases of the game.
Yeah.
In football. 3 different phases, which basketball only has 2. So LeBron, you're not even in the fucking conversation based on your logic. So,
well,
and then not only that, you got to think about this. He has 2 Super Bowl rings.
Who's that?
Deion Sanders has 2 Super Bowl rings.
And,
he's also a Hall of Famer.
He played both offense and defense.
And special teams. He did all 3.
Yeah. And then a lot of the players nowadays, too, that just got drafted, they got drafted because they're multi-position, you know, players.
And there's one more thing that I think that puts Deion Sanders just really up there. He played baseball. And if I'm correct, he also won a World fucking Series.
I think he's
the only player that has
MJ went, he fucking sucked.
Yeah, but I think he's the only player with championships in 2 different sports.
That's crazy.
Oh, besides Herschel Walker. Herschel Walker does have a championship, and then he has bobsled gold medal and stuff like that. So Herschel Walker's also up there.
So I just Googled best athletes in the world.
Yeah.
Check out, of course, professional athletes
fucking
came up.
Tiger Woods on there?
Tiger Woods is, you know, up there. He's on it. So LeBron James, of course, pops up. Usain Bolt pops up. Cristiano Ronaldo. Okay.
I was going to say that.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't say Cristiano Ronaldo when I was talking to my buddy.
But like soccer.
I was saying whoever the best soccer player is right now could also be up there because soccer's worldwide.
Oh, yeah. Bro, soccer.
That's a big sport.
I have a friend. Shouts out to my buddy Taylor. He actually is, and I'm sure lots of my friends are, very knowledgeable in soccer, he sometimes Taylor exaggerates a little bit, but he's like, they just signed this 18-year-old or like 16-year-old, like something stupid.
No, they did.
To $1 million gajillion contract.
This dude's a fucking beast too.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a fucking animal.
And so that's what he was telling me. He's like all over. He's quick, and that's what gets me thinking. I'm like, man, you put these little fucking teenagers, like half teens, into the game, like soccer, and like they have all this energy. They just are little Mexicans. Like all they do is run, and then they run hard and like get the ball. Like they attack the skinny aerodynamic. Like, bro, these kids have the utmost like best advantage. And like the thing is that they are at such an advantageous point in their life. So like that's what I'm saying. If anyone young is listening to this, like get your ass off that couch and stop playing Xbox and go just play some sports, and man. Like 16-year-old get signed to millions of dollars to play soccer. Like, and
also too, if you think about it, they're gaining the experience.
It might be Messi. Sorry, Ronaldo and Messi are like kind of like best players right now in soccer. And
like I was saying, that if you think about it, they're getting the experience of playtime. You know what I mean? So the best example of this is fighting. So when you get a young fighter who has all the talent, but he doesn't have the experience, right? He gains experience, and he has that mid in his prime where he's what he's gonna be for the rest of his career to that decline. So you get to the decline, you're not as good as you once were. Now, what I'm saying is that guys like Vitor Belfort, who's toward the later of his career, but he was able to take TRT legally. That was legal at the time. Not only did he take his physical attributes back to what they were in his fucking 20s, but even now, Vitor's still fast, still powerful. But you get him back to where his testosterone's at, where he was in his 20s. All his physical abilities, everything that he's learned, now he has the youth of when he was younger.
And the experience.
He's dangerous.
Lethal.
He's, it's really unfair because that makes you such a dangerous fighter with all the experience. So when you're young like this kid and you getting the game experience, by the time he's fucking 25, he's already been in the league.
I know. That's why I'm looking at fucking Terry Crews, big ass Damon from next Friday. Like, man, I don't know why NFL hasn't signed that nigga because he's like.
Well, he did play in the NFL.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that boy is still like he's so healthy and like super energetic still. Like, he's probably one of the healthiest older dudes I've seen, and he talks about it like. I'm
pretty sure it was whatever it had to do with his playing. He made it hard all the physical attributes, speed, power, and all that. He probably just didn't have technique. He probably just couldn't either tackle or set a block or something like that. He just couldn't do the things that really make you a good player.
That dude is. I'm just saying, he's healthy and fast, and I mean, he'd probably he'd do good. I should put him on the Bears. I guarantee, or on the fucking Browns. I guarantee you they'll find a job for him.
Put him somewhere.
Put him somewhere. Like, they will fucking find a job for him. Like, shit.